Well, it is just a few days before Auckland man Malcolm Law sets off on the biggest challenge of his life. He is running, or attempting to run, the equivalent of 9 marathons back-to-back in 7 days. This in a bid to raise money for the Leukaemia and Blood Foundation, a cause very close to his heart. Malcolm joins us now. Malcolm, good morning.
Good morning, Paul.
Close to your heart because your brother died.
He did. He died 40 years ago this year from leukaemia. Yeah.
You've always wanted to do something which would make a difference, haven't you?
I have.
For that cause.
Yeah, it's been loitering at the back of my mind all this time to go and do something big and something adventurous to raise some money, yeah.
One of the things that I read that you had said is that you are about to put yourself through a great deal of pain, but that pales into insignificance compared with the pain that your family were put through.
Absolutely, and that of all leukemia sufferers. I mean, I'm going to be out there hurting a bit for 7 days, and most are hurting for several years as they battle the illness. So,
how much do you hope to raise?
We set an initial target of $50,000,
yep.
And we actually passed that sum a few days ago, which was just awesome. So I've raised the bar to 75, but I've actually got an unspoken ambition to hit 100,000.
Now, I think you've underplayed it already. You said that, you know, this is going to hurt a bit. It's going to hurt a lot. I've just looked. You were going to do the 7 great walks. There's a reason why they call them walks.
Yeah.
And you're going to do these in 7 days.
That's the plan, yeah.
It is 350, well, let's put a hat on it, call it 360 kilometres in 7 days. Tell me about the logistics of that.
The logistics are pretty huge, actually, because they're scattered all over the country. I mean, the first one's Waikaremoana in the North Island, and we've got to go all the way down to Fiordland for the last. So we've got 2 motorhomes that are escorting me down the country.
Gosh, you don't want to travel in motorhomes.
No, but I've also got a plane and I've also got a chopper.
Right.
So and the motorhomes we've got are exceptionally cool, so we'll be right.
Yeah, I hope they're fast as well. All right, let's just talk quickly about your chances of successfully doing this. This is a big ask. I was talking to someone who actually trained with you years ago, and he said running the Heafy track is a big ask.
Yeah.
That is but one of your 7 attempts in 7 days.
Correct, yeah.
Have you worked out the odds? I mean, are you going into this supremely confident you can do it? I
am going into this absolutely determined that I'm going to do it. Bar an absolutely catastrophic weather event or major breakdown of body, I will do it.
I'm assuming you've looked at the long-range forecast because, to be honest with you, it's not great.
It's a bit stink, isn't it?
It is a bit stink.
Yeah, I've been trying not to look at it. But someone keeps sending me the weather map each day, and I've had no choice but to confront that.
I mean, you're set to go on the 29th of November. No ifs, no buts, no maybes, that's when you go?
We go on that day. We have to be finishing on the 5th of December because the last run is actually an organised race. It's part of the annual Kepler Challenge race. So we have to finish on that day. There's no flexibility, so we go whatever the weather will be there.
Now, most people who know the Abel Tasman coastal track, if I just pluck out run number 3, a mere 51.9 kilometres, most people know that that's not actually a tar-sealed surface.
No.
One of the issues you've got, of course, are the chance of injury, because you're going to be running over tracks that were designed to be walked on.
Indeed. And that's why I've been specifically training on exactly that kind of surface, though. I don't actually do road runs. I hate running on the road, so I do all my running on trails anyway. So I'm very used to that kind of terrain.
When you get to the Kepler track, in your mind, what are you thinking? I mean, obviously, physically, you're exhausted. In your mind, you're just about to head off on the 60.1 kilometres of the Kepler track. Is there that risk that sometimes you get when you're running downstairs, that you've still got the energy to run down the stairs, but your mind has actually lost where the next foot goes? Is there a chance that could happen?
There is a chance that could happen, yeah. But I just saw a little bit before about the wee weebles wobble, but we don't fall down. Yeah. I'm hoping to be a weeble.
Yeah, you're not a weeble. I can see by your physique you're not a weeble if you've seen the way they look.
I might be a bit wobbly, but I'm not going to fall down for it.
So mentally you don't think this is... because mentally it's going to be pretty tough.
It is. It's going to. I mean, the further we go into it, the more it's going to become a mental thing. I mean, day 1 will be 80% physical, and by day 7, I think it's going to be 80% mental.
Yeah.
So I'm a pretty stubborn old bugger, and I'll just keep nutting it out. Yeah.
All right. Hey, congratulations to you. Honestly, it is. It's a major feat.
Thank
9
you.
marathons, 7 days, major feat. We will talk to you when it's over, if
Okay.
you can still speak.
We'll give you a couple of days to recover.